Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Sayuna Mar with a new message of nature and beyond. All right, I would love to speak about several things. One of them are twin flames. Some of them are also about humanity ascending and also about people who do not have pure intentions and more. So let me start with humanity ascending. I don't know if you have felt the full moon purging energies or if you still feel this big movement of the light, the love coming in and pushing all the old third dimensional lower vibrations out. So including all of the pain, the hurt, the distortion, the traumas, and in all of the ways you have been fooled and the lies you came to believe and all of that. If you really feel that is moving and changing within you, and also if you feel movement in your partnerships, relationships, on your work, with your colleagues or with your family members, your father, mother, your children, siblings, and so forth, and also your friendships. And if you see people from the past that you had relationships with, especially people who you had a beautiful connection with from the soul, if you see them coming back, if you feel to contact anybody at that moment, if your intentions are good, then please do so. Even when there was conflict the last time you spoke, doesn't matter. It's a great opportunity to speak your mind or your heart and to apologize, just so that you can let go, that you are free, or to renew existing or relationships that have faded away. It could be that now is the time to reconnect. Also, it could be the time that somebody needs your help. Not somebody that's dragging on you and, being like a parasite or a vampire. But more just if you have this feeling, the feeling that somebody really could use some help with changing their thoughts, the lower their negative thoughts into more positive, just reach out by all means. Or if they feel so lonely, you can cheer them up, only if you feel drawn to. In general, what I want to say is where your attention goes to, flows to, is usually the exact right direction, even when sometimes it doesn't look like it. The other thing I want to say today is when you choose love, it doesn't always mean you have the free will. The free will, when you choose love, comes from your soul self. Your soul is choosing. Your soul has chosen before you being born which parents you would be born from, which country you would be raised in certain circumstances. Your soul is always choosing. And yes, your soul can always choose again and again and again in each moment. But I am just saying it's not your mind, it's not your small person self that is choosing if it is a concerned love. If it's about love, it's always your soul that is choosing to follow the direction of love. Because your person self has still so many of these ego self, these false beliefs, the fears, the misunderstandings, that it needs guidance. So you can see your person self as the child and your soul self as the parent. In that way. it is very important that you understand that free will is limited in the sense of resisting the choice of your soul and resisting divine intervention and the love that is there for you if at soul level you choose love and you choose that particular experience for soul growth. You can try to escape and run away, but it is your destiny in the end. And something exists like destiny. I'm laughing because I also would like to speak about the Pleiades. If you have the spirit or the soul of the Pleiades, you will always see something humorous. You will have definitely a big sense of humor, and you will like playfulness. You will like to play, because that's as such is the energy of the Pleiades. Not the entire star systems of the Pleiades will be like that, but the Pleiades who came to the earth for positive, beneficial, uplifting advancement of the human being through games, through setting the scenario and pointing out the rules of the game. That is definitely Pleiades energy. It is nothing negative. It is just as it is. Because human beings need guidance, and human beings always want guidance. Therefore, they are going to seek religions and all sorts of people, books, beliefs, because they need guidance. Because not all of humanity is capable of connecting with their soul, knowing their answers, have that inner knowing, their intuition. And many are like so much trapped in the third dimensional matrix of illusion and confusion and corruption that it is quite hard to know what is the right way to go. The right way to go, if you use your body, if you feel your body, you will feel tingles, you will feel a nice sensation in your bodily systems. And I'm not talking about sexual things or when you use some substance or anything at all. I'm talking about even when you are not being touched, you feel being touched. Physically even, you feel movement, pleasant movement, moving through your body, like tingles, like this beautiful shivers down your spine. Sometimes you feel it even in your head skin. Pleasant feelings. Also joy, inspiration, exciting feelings such as new adventures coming up, or how you would feel when you were a child and you would go on a holiday, or when you had your vacation, your holidays from school, something exciting that is pleasant and joyful. Those are some of the things that guide you to know that something is beneficial for you. And also things can happen such as feeling touched. Directly boom into your heart, feeling touched, tearing eyes, and knowing, an inner knowing that things resonate with you, that they are true. So, just to come back, that human beings need guidance. Well, there are many beneficial galactic universal energies at work, at play as well on the planet Earth, as all is set in motion by a multiple of expressions of the one source of the consciousness, and all as well have their unique key, their unique vibration, and their unique talents as a collective. And also, well, I will just keep the collective because it's all about the collective, the unity. It is very difficult to be one separate little being acting different than all of the rest. Because every star system or planet will be viewed by the collective vibration, the collective energy. And yes, of course, also the individual vibration is very important, and that is for your individual ascension, your individual evolvement. But as a unity, to be seen, like for example, how will another star system, another star being, collective being, see or view the earth, the collective people, the humanity on earth at this moment? They won't view every individual, they will view the collective vibration, if it's raising up, if it's growing, if it's evolving, if it's shining brightly, or if it goes backwards. And that will give them the impulse or the information necessary, the wisdom, to see what way they can help to change that flow and make a better outcome for all of humanity. Because of course that's Mother Earth's her wish as well. She's ascending as a planet, and she loves her children, all that's born from her, and she wants them to ascend with her. And it is not about attachment, it is about joy, and to know what humanity is capable to do when they are ascending, when they are remembering what a gorgeous, glorious beings and creators they are, and what they can do for Mother Earth. Don't think we are only parasites taking from her. Of course not. We are exactly in the same symbiosis, harmonic, as we are with the trees. The trees, they need our carbon dioxide, and they are transforming it into oxygen, and human beings need oxygen and breathing out the carbon dioxide. The trees breathe in the carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. And exactly the same way, we are connected and working in harmony with Mother Earth. She feeds us and we feed her. Don't ever think that you're just some, flea or parasite on her soil. This is absolutely not true. So, you do not know, it's very, very impossible to know, but you can start to imagine the incredible joy of Mother Earth to know that the collective will ascend with her. That's a totally new game. And that is what is happening right now. But you who's listening, and all of you who already are conscious, already are aware, you can help the rest of humanity who is always compared with sheeps who are following. Well, you can help and guide humanity to see the higher value, the higher opportunities, the higher joy, and higher choices that they have. So away from the third dimensional worn out matrix, we're all seen that, done that, and done with that. Yes, not all. Of course, some of them enjoy and love to have power amongst others, to destroy, to rape, to hurt, to do all these things. But that power actually is being given to them not just by the things they do and by their ego, but especially by the shapeshifters, I will call them, or some will then call them aliens, some will call them reptilians, some will call them demons, the devil. It doesn't matter. I'll call them shapeshifters because they can take every form they want. They can lure you in by taking the form of something attractive and pleasant, and then they can show you the real face, which is something horrible. Well, it's the same thing as you see in movies when they're showing that a couple of teenagers are in the car at midnight driving towards a house, you already know that when they go in that house, they will experience horror. It will be like a thriller. It will be like terrifying, horrible. Don't do it. You say also already from within, don't do it. Stay away. Don't be stupid. And still they go in and still they experience that. Okay, so that's, some people need to experience that. And their soul has chosen that. Either because they want to make up for things they've done in the past. And I'm coming back to that because there's something like false karma as well. And also just because they want to experience that. It is new. It's different. It is something they need to know for their balance within. So for whatever reasons, we cannot control who is going into the fifth dimension or who is hanging around in the fourth dimension a real long time, and who is going back to the third dimension. Although I believe that the portals of the fourth dimension will close sooner or later to make the separation between the third and fifth dimension. For me, I see the fourth dimension as a maze, but also as a ladder and a bridge. So yeah, a bridge from the one to the other. And yeah, it can be traveled for ages, I think, but it also can just be stepped through, jumped through even. Alright, so about the karmic energies, the karma. Yes, of course, if you've done something horribly in your past life or in this life, you, when you are a soul that's coming from love, will want to make it up. Even when it was not a mistake, but solely for learning purposes, you want to make it up. That is normal and a natural instinct or feeling within a human being, because human beings are not evil from nature, by nature. If somebody does something horribly like raping somebody or torturing somebody, it always means they are possessed, always. There will always be entities and shapeshifters beyond that, behind that. And they are the vampires and the parasites, because while that human being is doing such a horrible thing, they are consuming, soaking up, lurking in that negative vibration. That is their food. They are living and thriving on that, literally. And they're enjoying that. They love to see somebody suffer. They love this torture, this horror, this trauma, this shock. They love the terror. So just know a human being itself, without being possessed, without being made completely sick in their mind by constantly being tortured and traumatized themselves, without being possessed by entities and these shapeshifters. You can call either demons or reptilians or whatever you like. So let's call them the negative forces. Human beings are not capable of doing such a thing without all of those influences. And many of us healers, and some of them very powerful, working especially with those energies, but many of us healers have always cleansed our clients from all entities and negative influences, also from past life traumas. Why is this so important? Because your traumas can always trigger in back those creatures, those energies. I cannot even call them creatures. Those negative energies. Because every time you feel fear, or despair, or any other very strong emotion that is very negative, you attract those creatures. So for very broken souls, you always see those negative beings around them or in their aura. And it is very important to not only cleanse them from those beings, but also their aura, and especially their etheric field, because their etheric field will usually have cracks and parts that are it is not intact anymore, or very weakened systems, so they need to have new energy coming in. And you can have the food from sleep, you can have the food from Mother Earth by eating, by nourishing yourself with very good high quality foods and drinks, but also you can directly absorb the energy from Mother Earth by the roots beneath your feet. And you can make them healthy, you can envision them healthy and strong again, and cleanse them too. They need some cleansing now and then. And you can also absorb a lot of energy from the sun, and of course by sleeping and by doing things that satisfy you, that give you a good feeling. But also always you can ask the divine, the universal law of energies, for energy. Alright? Ask for energy at every moment that you really need it. It's always there for you. So again, please have compassion and forgiveness for every harm that anybody has done to you or to another. And know, in the end, a human is innocent. I know it sounds very, very bad, but it is true. A human being is always innocent. They don't know until they have the consciousness and the awareness, until they remember again who they are, where they come from, until they have a strong sense of confidence, of love, of direction from their mission, from the reason why they're on the planet. Until then, they will always be vulnerable, they will always need guidance. Because the mind can never lead you to any solution and wisdom. The mind can only absorb knowledge. But the mind can channel the information of the higher mind. The higher mind is the evolved mind that is not seated within your human body, but it is coming from your spiritual body. So your spiritual body also has a mind. I'm calling that higher mind. And through your aura and your chakra system, you're always connected to your spiritual body. And that channels the higher information, and your human mind then, without understanding, because it's not capable of understanding it, can channel that information. While channeling that, usually because of the experiences and the knowledge, the mind can understand it, or can understand why this information came forward, or why it and what it's meaning, why it's meaningful. But oftentimes it doesn't even understand the information coming through, and it doesn't matter. Just surrender and know